guys, welcome to my channel. Like I promised you in my last video, I told you I was going to come with statistics and information concerning COVID-19. What is the impact, what is the current situation, what are the different governments of the world doing, putting strategies up to fight this pandemic. And then we also we're going to look at to see if the different countries are respecting the different measures that their governments have put in place. So in a nutshell, what we're here to talk about is to give you a global picture of the COVID-19 situation, and then be able to comment on what the other governments are doing and look at whether the measures have been respected or not. And the last thing we want from you is to give us the comments after the series of presentations that we're going to do, videos. Here is the introduction, and there's going to be different presentations on different countries and the models they have used to curb this illness. So without much ado, I will have to dive into the subject matter. So today is 16th of May 2020, and this part of the video we're going to talk about the statistics in general. So the world statistics as today is the number of people affected is over 4.7 million, and the new cases that have been added today are over 84,000. So when we look at this global picture here, we see that the first 13 countries that dominate the chart are all listed here. As you see, the United States, which is coming up with 1.5 million plus, Spain, which is with 276,000. Russia is coming third. You have the UK, which is also coming strongly. You have Brazil, Italy, France, Germany, Turkey, Iran, India, Peru, and China, which for now are topping the chart. The reasons why there's this variation, the number of infected per day, we will get to know them when we delve into the specific cities of each country. Like we see here, the US has plus 923 cases as of today, while a country like Spain, which in past weeks had about 2,000 cases, is now just with over 104 cases. We also have Brazil, which is climbing up 551 cases today, and we have Germany, which is just with about 12 cases. So it just varies depending on the countries and depending on the measures that they are putting in place, which we're going to look at deeply. So why are we coming up with this video? We're coming up with this video because in the last presentation we talked about giving you a comparison of the different methods that different governments have been using, and we see which method is kind of matching up to this challenge that we have today. So for the purpose of that study, we're going to look at Canada. We're going to look at Canada in America, in the American continent. We're going to look at Cameroon in the African continent, and we're going to look at Taiwan in the Asian continent. So this video will be broken down in about 4 or 5 different videos, which you would see probably when you look at the title of the different videos. So be rest assured, once you watch this video, continue watching the others so that you don't miss out with anything that we're gonna put in place. So right now I will be going to first of all, before I leave this website, I would like to tell you that I'm getting this information from the Worldometer's website, which is here, so you can always go there to verify the information for accuracy. And we're also going to look at this website too, which is COVID-19 Info Live. If you want to have real updates as the days go by with the coronavirus pandemic. So here in this website, I'm going to look at these different specific countries that we talked about, that we're going to look at as we go on with the different videos. So we look at Canada and look at the statistics of Canada here, just so we do it together. So when you look at Canada here, you see that Canada today has over 77,000 cases, and within the last 24 hours, about 1,383 cases have been added. So far, Canada has about 5,791 deaths, and in the last 24 hours, there have been 138 deaths. So That is, I mean, and then 37% of the population have has recovered from this illness. So that's the statistics about Canada. Let's look at statistics from Taiwan now. Taiwan. Okay, we see that Taiwan, which is just closely located to around China, is just some distance from China, has just 440 cases confirmed right up to today. It's funny to know why it is like that. Why is it so low? That's what we're gonna investigate in the next videos that will come up. So as at the last 24 hours, there's been no records of confirmed cases, and then so far they've had 7 deaths. And how many have recovered so far? 387. So the recovery rate is at 88%. So which is very good for Taiwan. Taiwan is doing good. So the next case that we were gonna look at the statistic will be Cameroon. So I'm just going to check on that. Cameroon so far has Cameroon is located in Africa, in Central Africa, and so far Cameroon the borders were closed in March, and so far we have 3,105 cases confirmed, and then in the last 24 hours we have 151 cases that have been added. So far there has been 140 deaths, and the percentage that recovered is just 1.5% persons, let me say so. And that is it about Cameroon. So basically, having looked at the statistics, we are going to look at the different ways these countries have come up with measures that have helped shape the figures that we have seen in the statistics. So stay tuned.